made a record. That first record I released, you know, I don't even know what the hell the name was right now. Like standing here, I can't remember the name of my first record on Midtown.
No, it was Doobie maybe.
No, before that.
Oh, Get Off.
Yeah, and it's time you're taught how to get off.
Get Off with your first.
That was my first track would be. And you know, I like what was it, Rhythm 98?
Yeah.
Like I got play on that.
Yeah. Rhythm 98.
Do you think that if you had a chance to, if Chicken Head would be a hit record again these days, do you think that you would be willing to go ahead and become that artist again?
Man, you know, I used to
wonder.
wonder.
Age. We're not talking about age. We're talking about performing and delivering.
I would love to perform.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I would. I mean, I could see that today.
Especially you look like you're 25 years old.
Yeah. I got my mother's genetics. So I've been blessed with that. Yeah.
True. They froze you in time. We know.
Thank God. Thank God.
You and Walt Disney.
Yeah.
You can chicken head for the rest of your life.
Dude, I don't know if I can get that note as high, but I damn sure try.
My house.
When I say chicken, you say hey.
But we did skirt this, and I'm gonna be the asshole for a moment. Normally not the asshole.
I'll be the asshole.
We did skirt the Legion of Boom.
Okay.
And we got to your story. So what
I'm
happened?
gonna be the asshole. What?
That's right. You do the.
All right,
final
so
blow.
I'll be the asshole.
So really on Get Off, I believe it was on Get Off. If you read the label, it said, thanks to the Legion of Boom. The Legion of Boom was David Gadimi and Nick Sacco, my DJs. You know, David was my boy. I met him in high school, through some other people. He was a DJ. I was a rapper. I needed a DJ. You know what I mean? And we bonded like that. And he was a workhorse like I was. We were always trying to make a beat. We were always trying to be in the studio, always trying to get something done. And, they were the Legion of Boom. But we had a group of friends that we hung out with. We went to Miramar High School. A lot of our friends came from affluent backgrounds, and a lot of these cats, their families had money. They had these nice little IROC Z's. So a lot of the other guys didn't like us. Too tough. You know what I mean? Just so happened we had a record out, and
You're talking 87, 88, 89.
Well, Chicken Head was released in '88. I believe that Get Off was a year or so better earlier.
Was it early 88, late 87?
Yeah. And real talk, there was a lot of haters, but probably because of that situation, it turned into something completely different. We had a lot of people who, we would get into fights or whatever. The friends of my friends would get into fights, and that's where that kind of Legion thing took on its own life. It's kind of like when you release a record, you hope it's going to be big. And in this case, I released a record. That record wasn't that big, but the Legion kind of grew into a couple of hundred, let's say gang members that weren't, to me they weren't really gang members. I think they were. Some of them might call me to task on that, and it turned into something else. And I got banned from Power 96 at that point for that.
I look at it like this. You're a great MC. You were, and as far as I know are, maybe you suck now, but I think you are.
Calm down now.
But at the end of the day, you certainly
Bigger than all of us.
garnered a reputation. That's all right, because all of us together. But at the end of the day, you did garner a reputation.
Say again?
At the end of the day, you did garner a reputation as being a great MC. And that's the way, those of us, again, that's the great thing about having the new school guys in the house, about having Jimmy and Sound Chasers, etc. We think MC Zeus is one of the greatest. He was one of the great innovators of his time.
I didn't realize that.
We
I didn't
think
realize
that. We
anybody
absolutely think that. But, and I've asked DHJ this. I said, DHJ, do you think you made great music? He said, no, I thought it was disposable.
What I ain't nothing but an old school person.
Yeah, I think I had one back then too. Yeah.
You had a good little, you had a good little high top.
Yeah.
You had a good little high top.
Yeah.
I'm asking you. I'm asking you.
It's rolling on him.
I'm asking you. At that time, did you think MC Zeus was bigger or Legion was bigger?
At that time, that's a great question, because at that time, I guess as far as the radio was concerned, they didn't want any part of anything gang related, except NWA and Fuck the Police.
Which was not a real game.
Which was not a real gang, but
Legion?
I never said
Legion
fuck the
was?
police. I was just talking about getting head. I mean, chicken head.